You can make 10 million a month. You can even make 100 million a month. But if every night you're still sitting with people who constantly complain about being broke, hate money, fear investing, live only for today, and spend emotionally, then chances are very high that 10 years from now, you'll still be in the exact same place. It sounds uncomfortable, but the truth is simple. Your friends influence your financial future more than your job ever will. A lot of people believe that if they just get a good degree, land a high-paying job, everything will naturally work out. But in real life, you see many high-income earners who are still financially stressed, still living paycheck to paycheck, still without real assets. At the same time, there are people with average incomes whose wealth quietly grows year after year. The difference is not how much money they make. The difference is the environment they live in every day. The human brain does not operate as logically as we like to think. Most of our decisions are driven by habits, emotions, and imitation. There is a concept in psychology called social mirroring. Humans subconsciously copy the thinking patterns, behaviors, and decisions of the people around them. No one needs to pressure you. You naturally adjust yourself to fit in. If the people around you constantly say things like, "Money is hard to earn," "Investing is a scam," "Just enjoy life while you're young," "We'll figure it out later," over time, your brain accepts these ideas as normal. You stop feeling uncomfortable about not saving. You stop feeling urgency about investing. You stop seeing danger in spending first and paying later. On the other hand, if you're surrounded by people who talk about long-term goals, cash flow management, learning new skills, disciplined investing, and personal growth, you'll naturally be pulled upward, even without trying. Money is not just financial knowledge. Money is a behavioral ecosystem. Imagine two people. Their names are Min and Long. Same age. Same university. Same company. Both earning roughly the same salary. Min spends time with a group of friends who love spending. Every weekend means fancy cafes, drinking, spontaneous trips, upgrading phones every year, chasing trends. They often say, "We're young, enjoy life. Money can always be earned again." Long is different. His friends talk about saving a percentage of income, reading financial books, learning basic investing, avoiding consumer debt, and thinking long-term. After a few years, the difference becomes obvious. Min is still living paycheck to paycheck. He constantly feels short on money, even though his income isn't low. He feels anxious whenever something unexpected happens. Long has built an emergency fund. He has started investing. He has a clear financial plan. Neither of them is smarter than the other. Neither works harder than the other. The only difference is their environment. Your friends don't just influence what you say. They shape your lifestyle standards, your spending habits, your attitude toward debt, your tolerance for risk, and your level of discipline. And the most dangerous part is this. Most of the time, you don't even realize you're being influenced. You think these are your personal choices. But in reality, they're reactions programmed by your environment. So the real question is this. If your current environment is quietly holding you back, what can you do to change it? And if you truly want a stronger financial future, where should you start? Your income often moves toward the average of the people you spend the most time with. Not because they give you money, but because they shape how you think, how you decide, and how you act. Human behavior naturally synchronizes inside close social groups. We unconsciously copy habits, attitudes, and emotional reactions from the people around us. This process happens quietly, without permission, without awareness. Ideas spread like invisible energy. So do fears. So do ambitions. When one person inside a group starts improving, others often follow. When one person lowers their standards, the group slowly adapts downward. Small changes compound into massive long-term results. Not overnight, but over years. Some environments quietly train people to stay small. Offices where no one reads, no one learns, no one dreams beyond Friday. Conversations filled with complaints, excuses, and comfort seeking. Other environments naturally accelerate growth. People challenge each other. They exchange ideas. They raise standards without forcing it. Psychologists call this the anchoring effect. Your surroundings silently define what feels normal to you. Your spending, your ambition, your tolerance for risk, your expectations of life. If everyone around you spends impulsively, discipline feels strange. If everyone around you avoids growth, ambition feels dangerous. If everyone around you fears change, courage feels uncomfortable. Your spending standards are shaped by what you see daily. Your goals are shaped by what you hear repeatedly. Your confidence is shaped by what your environment reinforces. One lifestyle can quietly destroy long-term wealth. Another environment can quietly rebuild everything. There is a story of a tech professional who earned very well. But his social circle revolved around flashy cars, expensive upgrades, and constant consumption. After several years, his only asset was a depreciating vehicle. When he changed his environment and started learning about investing and long-term thinking, everything shifted. His income did not explode, but his decisions improved, and wealth slowly followed. Progress compounds when habits stay consistent. Daily reading, skill development, budget awareness, intentional learning. Daily discipline shapes future identity. Small bad habits also compound. Comfort seeking, impulse spending, avoidance of discomfort. They quietly sabotage long-term stability. Negativity spreads faster than most people realize. One pessimistic voice can reshape an entire room. Sometimes growth requires distance from harmful influence. Not anger. Not judgment. Just clarity. Solitude can create strength. Quiet time allows reflection. Reflection builds direction. Digital communities can reshape mindset and opportunity. Knowledge is no longer locked behind geography. The right inputs create new thinking patterns. Mentorship accelerates learning curves dramatically. Borrowed experience saves years of mistakes. Skill growth creates leverage over time. Competence attracts opportunity. Value attracts value. Your environment either upgrades or limits your future. It compounds every day whether you notice it or not. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need dramatic reinvention. Start by adjusting who influences your daily thinking. What you consume. Who you listen to. What standards you tolerate. Your future is built quietly through daily alignment. You become the average of your closest circle. Choose wisely who shapes your direction. Next Capital exists to help you build that environment intentionally. Take a moment and ask yourself, are you living in an environment that positively impacts your finances? You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of your 5 closest friends. But did you know that the people around you, your friends, colleagues, and social circle, actually have a bigger impact on your finances than you might think? Why is that? Because you're not just influenced by your own decisions, but you're also being pulled by the habits, decisions, and lifestyle choices of those around you. Studies show that your social environment can influence your wealth more than the job you have. Think of it like this. If all your friends are spending recklessly and never saving, no matter how hard you work, it won't change much. You'll continue to stick to those bad habits because you're being pulled into them. So, how do you break free from this trap? It starts by changing your environment. Find friends, colleagues, or a community with clear financial goals, an investment mindset, and a focus on saving. The key to changing your finances is to change the people you spend time with. Because they're the ones who influence your habits and attitudes towards money. When you start living in an environment surrounded by people who value financial literacy, you'll find yourself changing quickly. Bad habits will be replaced by new habits, investing, saving, and smart spending. So, are you ready to change your environment and break free from these financial traps? If you feel like the environment around you is holding your finances back, Come back to Next Capital. We'll help you understand how your social environment and the people around you impact your wealth. And we'll provide strategies to help you make real changes. Remember, your job and the financial decisions you make aren't the whole story. The environment you're in plays a bigger role in shaping your financial future than you might realize. Don't let societal traps stop you from achieving financial freedom. Subscribe to Next Capital and start changing your financial environment today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it with friends so you can all start changing those bad financial habits together. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos on Next Capital.